And since this is the last speech that I will give as president, I think it's fitting to leave one final thought, an observation about a country which I love. You can go to live in France, but you cannot become a Frenchman. You can go to live in Germany or Turkey or Japan, but you cannot become a German, a Turk, or Japanese. But anyone from any corner of the earth can come to live in America and become an American. Other countries may seek to compete with us, but in one vital area, as a beacon of freedom and opportunity that draws the people of the world, no country on earth comes close. This, I believe, is one of the most important sources of America's greatness. We lead the world because, unique among nations, we draw our people, our strength, from every country and every corner of the world. And by doing so, we continuously renew and enrich our nation. Thanks to each wave of new arrivals to this land of opportunity, we're a nation forever young, forever bursting with energy and new ideas, and always on the cutting edge, always leading the world to the next frontier. This quality is vital to our future as a nation. If we ever closed the door to new Americans, our leadership in the world would soon be lost.
Welcome to the Dollar Bill Show, episode 52. My feed is flooded with tarot readers and I guess you would say modern day soothsayer, gypsy ladies that give you clues. And then also I do a lot of YouTube evangelists and prophets and prophetesses. Is that how you say it?
Someone will be complimenting you about your hair very soon, like in the next 24 hours.
Turns out that
I was able to see in a vision a witch, okay? I knew she was a witch because her hair was a mess.
But they're always like, you see these ladies and they're always like, they're talking to spirit. That's what they call it. They're always talking to spirit.
Jesus! Jesus!
And spirit always tells them, like, they'll pick somebody, you know, out of the audience on those panels and stuff. And they're like, I'm seeing, it's cold outside and there's a fireplace, or it's cold outside and she has on a white robe and you need to turn the heat on. She's turning the heat on because it's cold. And they're like, that's my grandmother. And it'll always be, or it'll be like talking, most of them that I watch are always about your future soulmate. So like, and it'll be like, I'm seeing a white dress and this person hasn't come in yet. And don't you know that this is your twin flame soulmate? And I'm seeing there's a match level that you are on right now. And they're matching to your level. And,
I mean, you know, I don't really know what the official explanations are for what I'm doing.
And then they pull out these things right here. Some of them will pull out these things, and like these things help you find water. Remember, like I think that's what they're for. I forget what they call these, but like, okay, spirit. Is Leanne Blevins my soulmate? That was like almost. When I was 5 years old and I was in love with Leanne Blevins, and she was the homecoming queen of Virginia Tech, did she like me back? That was a yes. Spirit. Just because Leanne Blevins is my second or third cousin, do you think there's a problem with her being my soulmate? We'll say in that, even though she's married now and has like kids that are probably definitely legal drinking age, and I haven't even seen her for 20 years, do you think that there's still a chance? Let it be known then. Spirit, do you think that Taylor Swift is making a mistake? It started to cross. Did you see it? It started to. I'm not doing this. I swear, man. This is real. And then it didn't. It started to cross and then it didn't. That's kind of like, I guess that would be yeah, Spirit's telling me, yeah, that's inconclusive. You'll just have to let this play out and see what happens. They're still, Spirit says they're still young in spirit. Like they still play beer pong. Yeah, I know, Spirit. I used to play beer pong too when I was 18 years old in 1999. That's got me thinking about when I was like, when I was young. I remember when I was a kid, we had a semi-pro hockey team in Huntington, and I went, excuse me, I went with the church group, and we went to this fucking hockey game. They're called the Huntington Blizzards, and man, it's like, picture this, a whole church group of like fucking 12-year-old kids, and we go down there, and I mean, these are Baptist kids. Like that Baptist church is like a real quiet church. There was no like none of this like Southern Baptist thing. They're just like real timid and quiet Baptist kids. And like we go in there, dude, and it's fucking yo ho, everybody's drinking and shit. And it was a fucking bloodbath the whole entire time. I mean, it was wild. It was like there was fucking blood everywhere, and people was like, kill him, kill him, kill him. And I mean, and that's where I also was just like, you know, being a comedian, you're just always judging these people and watching them, and I see how ruthless they are, and like these guys fucking looks dead, and people are still yelling. They want blood. They want more blood. They're wanting them to kill. They're wanting them to kill him, and I saw this again one time when I went to ESPN Friday Night Fights. And it was like this dude that looked like Zeus, and he fought this Indian from a reservation in Arizona. And I'll never forget that, because like the whole Miami Hurricanes football team was there in the audience too. And this Indian guy, it was back then they had 15 or 16 round fights. And he went the distance, man, up until like the last round. And this dude, he would just get pummeled, man. I mean, he was pummeling him, using his head as a punching bag, and the whole crowd would be like, and he'd fucking get back up, and like until the end, finally, that fucking Zeus dude, like, he corrupted him, and then finally they had to stop it and shit. He still like wasn't even done, but they had to stop it. I've got to say that like I'm just completely mad at our government and the Israeli government and governments all over the world for letting this shit go on like it's going on. This extreme. You can see that like all of our leaders now are just whores to oligarchs, and we know that it's like, of course they want to build up one figure like he's Hitler on steroids or something like that, but when really he's just a whore, And like, he's not even like, where is Jared Kushner? Like, nobody has even fucking said his name. You telling me that he's right there, the smartest dude in that family, and that he doesn't have influence over what is going on right now? Like, made these things the last time called the Abraham Accords, which is like blasphemy in my opinion, because it's all just about money. And it's like you skipped right over the people of Palestine to go try to make peace with who? Saudis that have big money. Like, it's all money, dude. That's how you can tell that this shit is like, come on, man. And like, I be staying mad too about the fact that that people don't recognize Jesus and what he did, man. I think that's the major flaw right there. That's the major flaw in what is going on. And you can see it right here. Look. Breaking news. Israel has frozen all the bank accounts and assets of the Greek Orthodox Church of Jerusalem. The church represents roughly half of all Palestinian Christians, which will prevent it from fulfilling its duties and maintaining its churches. This is an attempt at removal of Christianity from the Holy Land. Israel claims it is a tax issue. This is a lie perpetrated by Israel for decades while it has done nothing to punish Jewish tax schemers. The Church of the Holy Scepter, the holiest in Christendom, is now being threatened to fall under Israeli control. Church leaders are in session to discuss a response to the occupation's decision and ways to confront it. And you see, this is going on in America too, with these all of these right wing so-called Christians, which are actually doing the exact opposite of the way that Jesus wanted us to live and treat people. And they don't want Muslims here. They don't want anything other than if you, unless you're going to be like them. That's they don't want anything other than that. And unless you're going to be a greedy dude who just like, and you see what they're doing, man, they're killing kids, dude. You're telling me that you're doing Jesus's work and you're killing kids. You're going along with policy that is killing kids and causing famine, purposefully starving these people. I saw something the other day where Donald Trump was like, yeah, apparently I need to do better. And it's like, yeah, dude, you do need to do better because the way you've been taught is wrong. It's greed. It's like absolute greed. It's just like I'm learning more parts about being a Christian that like, yeah, I can have abundance. That's okay. God wants, it says in the last days, he's going to give all of his people his abundance. And we know he uses the whole universe in your favor for those of us that love him. And like, I'm here to tell you, man, like, you can say what you want. And it's like, I very much practice as a Jew, but Jesus is real, man. He literally fulfilled over 300 prophecies in the Old Testament or the Torah. And he is real. People will tell. I want to say, I'm going to tell you the truth. I think he's the only way. He's the way, man. You can do all the meditation you want. I've done it, man. I've studied it and it all helps. It's all tools in a toolbox. And I think that he was a lot more on that stuff than what they want to lead you to believe too. But the main thing is that, like, if you're picking on the poorest people in the community, in the world, you are not doing the work of Jesus Christ. And it feels like, it's important for me to say this because I can feel it. There's a lot going on in the atmosphere that has been pushing me to stay silent and pushing against this. And people also who have been the quintessential Christian since they were a small children, you know what I'm saying? That have been like, I can feel it putting pressure to side. They want me to feel like I shouldn't be, that I don't have a right to even be saying the things like this that I'm feeling. But you know what? I know that I'm right, and God uses people sometimes whenever the whole entire community shuns them. Those are the people that he uses. Like, he literally took me away from everything, and away from being a slave, put me into solitary confinement and gave me freedom and peace of mind inside of there in solitary confinement. That's the way Jesus works. Anyways, you guys have a good day, and stay safe, stay prayed up, man. Lay all your problems down to him, man. Jesus, ask him to come into your heart, take over your life, lay all your burdens on him. Tell him, cry out to him, man. You know how many times that I've had to cry out to Jesus, and he always answers you. And pay attention. It may be through a person that you don't want it to be, or something of that nature. He works through everything in our universe. So God bless you. Have a good day.